Pisces, welcome to your mid-September General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Pisces. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi cross-watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Pisces. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Pisces and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation where the roles are flipped, reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you're just here for the card pull, I understand. You could go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring this sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy, to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life. And if there is a certain someone, start thinking about them now, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys. And for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection or in a separation with this energy. Let's see whose energy is coming through, why are they coming through, and what does this mean for you guys from now to the end of the month. So whose energy wants to come through for Pisces, or whoever's dealing with the Pisces at this time? Tell me about this energy. Okay, first card out, we have Kisses. And it says unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So there is someone that is pretty much starting to develop some feelings for you. They love your kisses. They love your lips. Love your lips. Maybe there's even like a beauty mark on your lip or around your lip that they find to be really sexy. I do feel with this Kisses though, it's like someone wants to pursue this more. And maybe it's just been flirting, maybe it's just been dating, but they're starting to really have feelings for you, Pisces. The letter K is really sticking out to me, as in Kristen or Kai. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Tell me more about this energy for Pisces. So then we have number 24 with meandering pathway, flow. This has been something that's been going on between the two of you for some time, and it's taken its twists and turns, its ups and downs. I feel very strong Virgo energy here, so you could be dealing with a Virgo or someone with strong Virgo in their chart. But it's almost as if, like, if there's been, you know, an on and off thing going on, or where it goes hot and cold, it's definitely on its hot period right now, and someone's making it very obvious that they're into you, that they are thinking of you, that they want to see you soon. And with this meandering path too, I wonder if there's some issues seeing each other. So I wonder if there's distance between the two of you. And I saw like a steering wheel. I wonder if someone has to drive a few hours to get to the location where you live, or vice versa. Maybe someone's really into cars, maybe racing cars. Anyway, with this, I do feel that this has been a long road for the two of you, and is something about the shift in this, or maybe like the back and forth. Is it finally coming to the end of that road where it's a little unpredictable, a little unsure? That's how it kind of feels here. Is the flow finally going to start opening up for the two of you? Tell me more. What does this person want to say to Pisces? Okay, we have gentle. And it says, I am staying away from you because the last thing I want to do is hurt you. This is the push and pull. That once I read that, I felt the frustration here. So if it's hot now or will be hot in September, I wonder if some of you guys, it's like you don't want to get your hopes up in case they just pull the same thing again. And some of you guys, they may be kind of just now deciding if it's been on its hot type of thing. They're starting to develop feelings. Ooh, I can't have that. I just want to like roll my eyes for you, Pisces, because it's like, then what are you doing? Are you here to waste my time? And again, we'll pull more cards, but I definitely sense the background energy of what's been going on up until this point. And Pisces, you just kind of want to maybe end this road if this is where it's all going to go. And if it is going to continue, it needs to stop this back and forward, this on and off period. That's how it feels here. So it's almost like a turning point or a breaking point here within this connection. And they think, you know, with that gentle thing, like they think they're doing what's right, but then they can't help themselves and come back in again. So let's get into the tarot. Tell me more. So I'm seeing someone with like a nickname with an I or Y ending, like Gigi or Tommy. First, middle, last initial. Yeah. So with the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Pisces? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Yeah, someone has big commitment issues. Big time. They don't want to like make anything official, but they also want to have you in their life. They want to have, very much, they want to have their cake and eat it too with you. And they know that's not right, and they know it's wrong. But with High Priestess energy, they just can't stay away from you, Pisces. Yeah. They're very, very physically attracted to you. But that's not surprising for you, is it, Pisces? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. This is interesting. Scorpio energy. So this is where this Kisses energy comes in. They do care. They do have feelings. They just don't know how to maturely express them, maturely stand on them, to actually be open to them in a way that is beneficial for the both of you. They just kind of want to keep this in the background. They want to hide it. They want to deny it more than I've seen with any other sign. So they don't want to admit their feelings for you. They don't want to admit that they care deeply. And I don't know, maybe it's because they're the ones that initiate this push and pull thing. It would make them look really silly that this whole time they care deeply to admit that to you when they're the ones that keep on steering this in whatever direction. And maybe some of you guys have started to like harbor feelings for this person. This is what makes it so hard to fully walk away, and that's human. And it's easy to be like, yeah, no, done, I'm peace, but I could see here it's a lot more difficult than that, and they make it a lot more difficult than that. They do know how to play with your feelings. They do know how to play with your emotions. And some are emotionally manipulative. I'll call them out right here. And again, crosswatcher, if it's Pisces, just flip it around, right? All right, so how they feel right now is the Seven of Wands. Leo energy. So this is where I think, again, it's been maybe with the King of Cups these last few weeks on the on point, but now they're starting to get defensive. Now they're starting to block because you're reaching that territory again. You're reaching that part of their heart they don't want touched. So yeah, I feel they've been a little defensive lately. They've been a little guarded, snappy. That's what like is so frustrating about this, is like when they're on, they really know how to compliment, make you feel good, kiss you, tell you all these things, and then all of a sudden you're just gonna stonewall. And so they feel like they have to protect their heart against you, Pisces. for whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe let's clarify this and see if there's something that happened recently. This person really likes to wear hoodies all the time. It's their go-to hoodie look. Tell me more about this energy for Pisces. The Star card coming out twice. Aquarius energy. Tell me more. And then the Page of Wands. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. That makes sense. Okay, so Aquarius, Aries energy, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy as well. So this is what happens. Someone has a very hurt inner child. And the hurt inner child starts to feel defensive when something real gets sparked. The Star card. They don't want to believe in that hope that they can be loved in the way they want to be loved. So I definitely feel like a sense of someone having a childhood that was neglectful, abusive, or maybe even someone lost their parents from a very early age. And so it makes someone very hard to believe that they can have consistency in their love life. And so I think that when that inner hope and that inner child starts to spark through the feelings they're starting to develop for you, that's when they want to blow it all up, tear it all up, and forget about it, and quite honestly sabotage it. And you're the one that makes them spark like that, Pisces. Someone can have like a cross tattoo or a cross pendant that they always wear as well. But they really end up just, sabotaging themselves. And you can see that here even with the imagery where, one person's falling, sorry, with the glare. There we go. Where one person's like falling from the depths and the other person's floating high. They end up just hurting themselves by doing that. And they never fully learn their lesson each and every time. What they think about this connection or think about you is Six of Wands in reverse. Leo energy. So they don't know that how they behave and where this is going to go, if it's ever going to achieve anything. They don't know if there's ever going to be something where it's going to be what you want, Pisces. They don't know if they can give you what you want. And I think that, they're in that point again where they start to doubt the success of this, doubt if they can really be a part of this, and doubt their feelings for you, to where it's starting to, again, they're trying to tone it down. They're trying to hype it down. And again, they can tell themselves it's because I don't want to hurt you. You deserve better, whatever they say, or say to themselves. But then why respark it again? What they like about you is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus energy. Some of you have Taurus rising, Taurus moon. Five of Pentacles in reverse. And this may be the story up until this point, but it seems like you were always there. You were always a safe zone. If they were going through something difficult in their life, they would hit you up. And that's part of the inner child, the hurt inner child that feels attached to you, Pisces. You bring a stable foundation to them. But they don't want to rely on that. They don't want to trust in that. They don't want to believe in that. But nonetheless, you've always been that rock for them. You've definitely helped them out through harder times, maybe even harder financial times. And I think with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, that, you're definitely not lacking anything. And that's what this person's higher self wants you to know. And I know it sounds cliche, it's not you, it's me, but truly, I think that's what this person's higher self wants to communicate to you, because there's nothing you lack. They see that, they know that you have more going for you than you may even realize. But again, maybe that's a part of themselves that may feel they don't really deserve that. But they do like that you always feel home to them. And they do like, maybe even for some of you where they needed a place to stay, you provided that to them. Especially if they're visiting your area, they can always stay at your house, that type of thing here. What they don't like about you is Four of Wands. This is Aries energy. So they don't like maybe the pressure from you, whether that is overtly or not, of feeling like we can't go on like this unless you want to be with me, unless you want to dedicate yourself to me. I need that type of partnership here. It can't be one-sided anymore, which I see it being one-sided for quite some time. And this is where they feel the pressure because they know that you want this commitment. They know all that you've done for them to hopefully gear it towards this commitment. But they don't like feeling that pressure. They don't like feeling that burden, that responsibility. And that's when they kind of meander off. What they like the most about this connection is the High Priestess. Pisces energy, Cancer energy for me as a reader as well. I mean, you're very intuitive, you're very magnetic. You anchor yourselves in psychic, telepathic connections that are hard for people to forget about, let go of. And that's what keeps them coming back. And I don't think it's anything you even do. Like, you don't reach out, you don't try to call. They're usually the ones to restart it over and over again. And it's because of that mystery, and it's because of that subconscious draw to you that, again, definitely comes from sexual desire, but also comes from that inner wounded child that seeks you. I feel that so strongly here. And when they are away from you, they just can't help but see signs about you, think about you. It reminisces in their mind over and over again. It marinates in their mind over and over again. And you may be very spiritual, very psychic, telepathic, intuitive, definitely. And they've been impressed by your intuition, how well you can read them and know them without them saying a word. And I think too, you know, again, if it's not so personal, it could definitely be the objectivity of it being elusive between the two of you. Not really having to confirm or say a thing, but having that feeling felt is enough for them without them taking it a step further to make it something official or to go that distance here. They like the ambiguity. They like the secrets. Interesting. With the Four of Wands and the High Priestess, someone may be in a relationship, yet they still text you, still call you, still want to hang out with you. And some of you guys give that person that attention, while others, it's just the energy linking between the two of you where they still think of you, even if they're with someone else, or maybe Pisces, you're the one in that relationship. What they don't like about this connection is the Star card. Aquarius energy. So really it goes back to that like hope type of energy, where they don't like the fact that you give them this feeling of falling in love and imagining themselves being deeper in love, hoping for that they shut themselves down and away from. And I think, Pisces, this is what you don't like about the connection either, is that this person, every time they try to come back or reach out energetically or text you or whatever it is, gets your hopes high. And I think with the Star card here, what's so profound is that they know there's something special, unique about this connection between the two of you. They do. But their ego and their pain and their hurt will not allow them to experience that in case it would be torn away from them. And I'm not making any excuses for them. I'm just the messenger here. So just telling someone that needs to hear that. Yeah, I think with the Star card here, they don't want to really fully dive in to the triggering emotions for them that makes them more vulnerable, that makes them more caring, that makes them more deep in their recognition of this specific connection they have with you, how it's been going, how long it's been going on. It's something that with the Star card, and what they don't like about this connection is how it just keeps on, even if they try to keep their distance and try to stay away, they never really can. Your energy lingers in them powerfully, Pisces. And maybe for some of you, cord cutting meditations may be beneficial if it's something you don't want linked to you anymore, but you are someone that has spiritual anchors in people. They know it very clearly, whether they know about spiritual anchors or not. You leave an imprint, you leave an impact, you leave resonance in this person's soul. Highest hopes, the Queen of Wands. Aries energy. They're hoping that, again, like what this connection can be is just something where you both are enjoying each other, having fun, feeling the passion, feeling the chemistry, the physical attraction. They love your body. They love being intimate with you. You guys are really good in bed, and they feel you're very compatible sexually. And they're hoping that this is what it can maintain it to be, because they do desire for you. They do hunger for you. They do lust after you. And they're hoping that this is like the pattern that can continue between the two of you for now. And you know, some of you guys, I think they do things to kind of see your reaction. They like to see when you're feisty, when you're passionate, and they like to see that you're that way for them. It does something for their ego. And so maybe they're going to try to do something to woo you, seduce you, or get a rise out of you, Pisces, and hoping it will work, and to see that Queen of Wands side from you. Deepest fears is Temperance. Sagittarius energy, Libra energy for me as a reader. You know, I feel this is more of your fear than anything else. But if this is your fear, I think it's just the, you know, meandering pathway. How much longer would I have to leave this to divine timing, spirit, the angels? I just want to take this back into my control. And I wonder for them if it's their fears that you're just unwilling to participate, to collaborate in this connection the way they only want it to have, and that you need your healing and you need to take your step back. And for you to be fully done with it, they know that it was because they hurt you. They know it's because they didn't do right by you. And they would have to live with knowing that you're a reason why you're putting yourself through this healing journey, or they're the reason why you are. I do want to clarify this. You know, I do want to say with Temperance, in this position here, someone could struggle with addictions, and they're not ready to fully come forward with admitting their addictions. Now, whether that's their addiction to you or drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever. But I'm seeing that as something where they're trying to avoid admitting that here. Tell me about Temperance. The Hanged Man. Pisces energy. Ace of Swords in reverse. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Wow. 2 sevens here. Your birthday could be March 7th, March 17th, or February 27th. Yeah, you're not leaving this in Spirit's hands anymore. You're not leaving this in their hands anymore. You're making the decision for yourself, without their say. You're done waiting. And I think ghosting, never texting them back, blocking them so you can move forward. And for you to take that control back the way you are feeling like you want to and should, it would, for some reason, hit them like a brick wall. But I don't think they could really blame you, Pisces. But that would be their worst fear. All right, Pisces, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be aware of what are they going to do, not do. What else can I tell you about this person and situation? So with whatever happens, you make the best decision for yourself. We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards, just dive deeper into this. So if you guys really feel that this was your reading, I promise there'll be more clarity and answers for you that you do need some more of this information. So if you'd like to join me, open up the description box of this video where you will find the link to the extended reading that will take you to where we can continue this reading. But if this is where we depart, I really hope that this reading resonated. I hope that this is giving you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that Spirit wanted you to hear about the specific situation at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Pisces, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Pisces.